bond A, we'll still do the same thing, but the only difference is that there is no premium. There's no premium in what? There's no premium in bond B, right? So I think that will be very fast since we already have the template, we already have this thing already in the system. So quickly, for bond B, so we can just copy what we did before for bond B. Quickly, bond B. Okay, this is it. So we can just copy all this. This is bond B. Bond B. Right. So we'll just copy and paste, then we'll move on. Right. Okay. So this is for bond B, right? Now, this is for bond B. Nnamdi, are you still with us?
Yeah. Active.
Okay. Active. They play. Bitcoin, they say, yeah. Well done. So now, quickly, we can paste this, right, so that we move ahead. So we just start. We say we should use 5, right? So what is the market price for this? Market price slash issue price. So what is the issue price for this? Don't forget it will be at 0, right? So let's quickly check from the question. Issue price. Let me see, you screenshot this thing yesterday, right? So this is the issue price, 1,026 naira. You can see it here. That is the market value, 1,026 naira. Everybody will get his or what is it called? Material tonight. 1,026.5. Then we have to change this part to 6. Why this is 120? There is no premium. We'll remove it. There is no premium. Right? There is no what? No premium. So the redemption will remain 1,000 naira. 1,000. Right? So the DCF, so what do we have here? The DCF will remain the same, right? Since we are using 5% and that. Class, quickly, what do you have? Hello? Are we still together?
The DCF is 2.723.
Okay, I'm coming. We are still using the same. Okay, this is for how many years, sir? For 3 years. Okay.
This for 3 years. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. So this will be 3. Let me see. I need your figures too. This is what, Rachel?
2.723.
2.723, right? So what is the DCF here? DCF
0.864.
0.864. Okay. So what do we have? Quickly.
Okay. Yeah, 1 to 3. The PV is 3.268.
3.268. 3 points?
Yes.
No,
Oh, it's 120.
326.7.
Sorry. I did 1.2. Sorry.
So what do we have, Rachel?
326.76.
326.76.
Okay, correct.
Okay. What do we have here? So what do we have here? So this will change,
864.
right? So please be very careful when you are doing these things so that you not mix them up, right? So what do you have here, Rachel?
864.
864. Okay, that's fine. So the MPV.
164.76.
164.76 positive MPV, right? So we'll apply the same thing for negative MPV. We just copy this. Then the only thing we'll change is this 15% to be 20. The DCF will change. Why this will also change? 1 to 3, right? It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, class, figure. Figure. So that we'll move on, please. Something, are you still in this class?
Yes, I'm struggling with battery power.
They play. Right, stop so loud.
They were so loud.
Class, figure for 20%. What do you have? Quickly.
2.106.
2.106. Please, you can confirm this figure immediately after the class, right? So what do you have here?
0.579.
0.579. Right, so final figure PV
252.72.
252.72. Next,
579.
579. Okay, so what do we have here?
Negative 194.28.
19 what?
194.28.
Okay, 28. Okay, that's fine. So quickly, what
Negative.
is the okay? Thank
Negative.
you. Thank you. So quickly, we just copy this. We just copy all this, right? So me, I don't need to write the formula again. So I can copy this and use it like this. Okay. Positive NPV.
Please,
I
I
know.
take that the final figure, sir. It should be negative 14.28.
Yes, it's 14.28 that is here now. It's 14.28. 14.76.
So
Right.
it is 194.28.
Okay, 194. Okay, 194. Thank you, Mr. Moses. Thank you, Rachel. So we can have here 194.28. So what is the yield? What is the yield to maturity? Yield to maturity. Yield to maturity. What is the yield to maturity?
11 points.
11 points.
88.
11.88. So what do you have here, sir? What is the yield to maturity? Okay, 2.5. Okay. Okay, I think we've answered that part of this question, right? Okay. This is how many marks here? Okay, that's fine. So now the next question is calculate the duration of each bond. Calculate the duration of each bond, right? Calculate the duration of each bond. Who can give me, if I want to determine the duration of a bond, what are the ingredients I need? Class, before we move to that part, okay, is even, okay, C. Okay, C. That's fine. Before we move ahead, let me quickly say something here. See, question will not in when if at all question wants to come in bond valuation, what are the things you need to look for? Right? Question will tell you that, oh, determine the convertible value. Oh, determine the issue price or theoretical issue price. Oh, what is the duration of the bond? Or calculate the yield to maturity. The theory part will be like, oh, they may be talking about the convertible bond, or what are the criteria? What is it called? Criteria for credit rating. What are the things the credit agency need to consider before rating this company AA or BB? It is very important, right? So please take note of that. Now, the C part of this question says that duration of a bond. Class, if I want to calculate duration of the bond, what are the things I need to take into consideration? Class, what are the things I need to take into consideration if I want to determine the duration of a bond? Okay, can you say go ahead?
Yes, you need your coupon. That is,
Okay,
you need your redemption value. You need
okay,
your discount rates.
okay. So what will I
You need
use for the this?
your credit
So what?
spread
Okay,
and the risk free.
okay. What will I use to discount? If I want to discount this project now,
You are
what will
going
I
to
use to
use your corporate bond plus the credit spread to discount. That is
see,
your yield.
yield to maturity? Yield to
Mm.
maturity, right?
Mm.
Okay. Now you can see in this question. Okay, in this question, Nnamdi now, you can see, let's quickly go back to that question because the examiner comment was like 2%, just two, not even 2%, two candidates attempt the question, right? Out of 100%, the 98% failed the question woefully. Do you know why? Because they fail to do what? To pay attention to details. And part of this is that, like what I've been saying, that once you read question, once you see question, read the required, understand it. See, once you understand it, you will not do, instead of you to do A, you will not do A or you will not do B, right? Now, you can see in this question is not making reference to your yield to maturity that you calculated in B. It's not making reference that, oh, use the yield to maturity to determine the duration of a bond. It's not making any reference to that. So you don't have any business with the yield to maturity you calculated in B, right? Which means that you have to use your yield to your normal yield to maturity for the credit rating calculated earlier, and that is what you will use, right? Because the question did not make reference that, oh, using the yield to maturity in B, calculate the duration of the bond, right? You will not, some students will still go and use the yield to maturity that you calculated in B. You are setting question for yourself. The question did not tell you to use it. So why did you want to use? So just use the one of the government yield plus the credit rating, which is the credit spread. Use the two that you calculated earlier to discount to get your duration of a what? Of a bond. Please don't set question for yourself, right? It's very important. Now, if that is established, uh, items, bond A, items, after items, what do we have? Oh, or let's say years. Exclusive, exclusive.
So,
After items, what do I have? If I want to determine the duration of the bond, after items, what do I have?
cash flows now.
Cash flow. It alone, it alone.
I know they, I know they
Next,
job. I know they job. I know it's
next, after cash flow, what do you have again?
discount factor now.
So which discount factor are we using?
the credit rating plus the
Yield to maturity, we've already calculated it already, right? Then after that, you have what? Yield to maturity. After that, what do you have? Quickly, you have your PV, right?
yep,
Yes.
So after that, you have your weighing,
summation.
very important. Then your PV times your weighing. Don't forget that I said it is only in theory that you calculate the duration of a bond. And that is why I will not be able to give much explanation on this, more explanation on this, because it is only in theory you will determine the duration of a bond. In practice, when a company wants to raise a debt instrument, right, you need to tell us how many numbers of years. Is it 2 years or 3 years? So you be the one, the company that want to raise that fund will be the one to tell us that, oh, we be the one to tell the investor that, oh, it is for 4 years or it is for 5 years. So, but in theory, you can say you want to determine the duration of a bond. And that is why it is like this. Now, year one, you pay interest, right? So interest is 100. We've done that before. So what is the yield to maturity for the DCF? Let's quickly check. We've done it before already. We'll just pick it, right? So let me quickly take you back to that part. You can you see it? We've done it already, right? For year, okay, this is bond B. Bond A, can you see it? You use the yield to maturity. Let me copy it again, right? I will copy it again. Don't forget the interest rate is what? You can see the interest rate, right? Right? Should I copy this again? Let me copy it in case you want to look for it. Where is it? Where is the duration? Let me put it before the duration of the bond. Thank you. Let me just put it here like this. Okay. So yield to maturity, right? Now we've calculated yield to maturity to be, oh, we've done it again. 1 divided by this. So we should not waste time on that, right? Let me just copy what we did here. I think you got this. Is to year 2. Okay. Year 2. Class, are we still together? Are we tired? Hello?
We are together.
Right.
Okay. That's fine. Sorry. I know it's part of the sacrifice, right? Um, year 2. This is for year 2, right? Okay. Now, what is the PV when you multiply? And we've already we calculated the DCF before, but so just multiply. What do you have? Quickly. If you don't give me figure, I will just be writing until you give me figure. Multiply, you'll get your PV. This is for 2 years. Interest. We've calculated it before, but I just needed to show it, right? If not, I will just copy the yield to maturity and paste. But do it. What do you have? Don't forget, based on the formula I gave you, at the end, there will be a redemption. Since there is a redemption and premium, there is premium here, right? There is premium. Don't forget, redemption plus premium. So you can have 1,000 naira plus 80 naira. So this will give 1,080. Class, give me figure now. So this will be weighing, this will be 1.
PV for year 1,
Okay, I'm coming.
91.2.
Okay, PV, just hold on, sorry. Let me correct all these things. This is 1. This is also, this is 2. Okay, what is the PV? Quickly. PV, 91.2.
91.2.
Okay. Next,
81.6.
81.6.
Then the last one, 881.28.
You know, it will be this, okay. Okay. It will be the same DCF now. Is that not so? Is year 2,
Yes,
year
it's the
2.
same.
Mm,
Yeah.
2. Class, what do you have? Okay. Please, have you
No,
multiplied this?
for year
Oh,
two, for the redemption and premium, it is 881.28.
okay. 8, 8, I'm come. 881.28.
81.28.
Let me separate this. So I have to separate this one. This all. Let me separate it this way. Okay. So don't forget, this will be the same thing in year 2. This. Please, when the credit spread is not given, class, when the credit spread is not given, definitely the issue price will be given to you for you to determine your yield to maturity, class. When the credit rating is not given, like that B that we calculate, right? You can see that the issued price is given in this question. So when the issue price is given to you, you can use it to determine your yield to maturity. But when it is not given, definitely they will give you credit spread, credit rating for you to determine the yield to maturity. Please take note of that. It's very important. So when you multiply, what do you have? Quickly, duration of a bond. When you multiply, what do you have?
91.2 for the first one.
91.2. Next,
163.2.
160.2. Okay.
163. 163.2.
Okay, 163. Okay, that's fine. Next,
1762.56.
762. I'm coming. 0.56. No, we are using one decimal.
Point
Point
five. Point
six.
six.
Point six. One decimal. Okay. So please add the PV together and the PV of times the weighting together so that we can calculate add. What do you have? When you add this together, what do you have? Oluwakemi Misiri, exclusive, Moses, Mr. Victor, Abdurrahman. Let me check your PV.
2017.
Oh, interesting. 2017. Yeah.
No, the other place, the other place.
No, the other place, sir. PV
Okay.
multiplied by the weight.
Okay. What of this? Don't forget, in this cash flow, always put your Naira sign. Put your Naira sign, oh, I beg.
105.08.
105.08. So
1054. Sorry.
10
54.
1054 like this.
Yes.
That's fine. Okay, now duration of a bond. Now, Abdurrahman, duration of a bond is equals to what? Duration is equals to what? Abdurrahman, Abdurrahman, are you still there? Duration of a bond is equals to what? What is the
The
formula?
duration
No. Mr. Moses, hold on, sorry. Abdurrahman, okay. Uh, No, Nnamdi, duration of a bond. What is the formula?
PV times weight over E.
Thank you. Don't forget, I told you that it is only in theory you determine the duration of a bond, right? So, what is the duration of a bond? Equals to PV times weighting, right? So this is 207 divided by 1054.08. So what is the PV times weighing? What do you have? What is the duration of a bond? What is the duration?
1.913. 1.914.
1.9914.
914.
Okay, 1.9, right? That means 1 year and 9 months, right? 1.9, right? Okay, exclusive.
Sir, please, what if they say for each of the years there is a particular weight, like
No,
in the
no, no, no. They won't say it like that.
okay,
No, no, no. So the way you just like numbers of years, this is year one, just put year one here, right? This is year two, just put year two, and this is year two. You get doesn't have anything, and because it is an assumption, because in theory that is what they do in theory actually, but in practical you can't. Nobody will tell you to determine the duration. How now? You that you want to see you that you want to raise 50,000 debt instruments. So I will be the one to tell you the duration. You'll be the one to say, oh, you want to pay back your debt and everything for 5 years. Then you put it out. So it's not left for the investors to decide either you want to go for your bond or not by looking at your some documents, your credit rating, your financials and all that, right? So if this is established, right? Don't forget that duration of a bond is the average. Duration of a bond is the average life of a bond. Like it's like a payback period, right? It's like a what? Like a payback period. Don't forget that. It's very important, right? So for bond B, we already have what we will use for bond B. So just copy and paste, right? Uh, bond B, right? Okay, this is bond B. Right, we just need the interest. Let me use what I have earlier. Uh, I need I need the interest and the redemption, right? This is what I need. Uh, okay. So it is just copy and paste, right? We'll soon go. We'll soon go. But this question is very important. Don't forget, I said the examiner comments, right? The examiner comment is that just two candidates attended the question. Performance was very, very poor because students were using 100 naira as the nominal value instead of 1,000 naira stated in the question. You can see that is why I said, please don't set question for yourself. Oh. Just look, see, understand the required. Just understand it, right? Just understand the required. And once you understand, so I believe you can solve the question, right? So what do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? Quickly, we'll just copy this class. We'll not waste much of your time. This will not take much of our time, right? Just to copy this. Bond what? Okay, bond B. The duration of the bond, right? So year one is up to year three, right? Year one to three. So the interest, what is the interest? The interest is 120. We'll quickly pick it up. The interest as what? 120. I can shift this 120, right? Three. So this is still remain the same, 120. Your yield to maturity will still remain your DCF, will still remain the same, right? Your weighting will still remain that, right? So no change. So your PV will change as a result of the change in interest rates. Please, while you are copying and paste, please always check again. Check. It's very important. This is the third year, right? Interest, year 4, right? So this will be redemption or the nominal value. Okay. Let me just clean this up. Class, are we still together? Are we tired? Hello?
We are together, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, we'll soon go. You can see that some of us are tired, right? Okay. Year 3. That's fine. So we need to put this year as year 3. I think we've done that before, so that we'll not waste our time again. Year 3. I think in the first year 3. Okay, this is it. So just copy this. You can see 0.731. 0. It's going to Z 0.731 quickly, so I will not waste much of our time. I need to finish this question. Okay. So please figure, so that we'll go. Just figure. So what is the PV? Oluwapemisire, Mr. Moses, Victor. Are we still there? Figure.
For the PV, sir,
Yeah.
109.44.
109.44.
The second year, 97.92.
97.92. Next.
The third year, 87.72.
87.72. Next.
731.
731. Rachel.
Sir.
Rachel, immediately
Yes,
after
sir.
this class, I have small gift for you, okay?
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mr.
So,
Ibrahim.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Ah, ah.
interesting. I know. Ah, oh, you know, racism. You not be
That's
calling
what it's
figure
supposed
for
to be.
me now. No, that's fine. So, quickly, here we still have 3, right? Here we have 3, right? So, what is the PV? Pemisire, are you still on this call?
Yes, I'm still very much with you.
Okay, gender inequality. Okay, oh, please multiply what you have quickly before so that we can go, please. Just finish this question. I have one question.
For the first one, 109.44.
109.44, right?
Last
Next.
one, 219. Last one, 73. Sorry,
But wait,
I do
Mr. Ibrahim, this
73,000.
year too. Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
This year too should be
1.5.
0.816 times 120 now.
I don't know what you have for your this
Zero
year
point
again.
eight one six times 120 should be 97.9. Wait though, what am I even saying? Sorry. Let's continue.
Hey, you can see
The
that
redemption value is 731, not 73.
okay, 731. Okay. Okay, figure now.
That's for
Duration.
PV, not way, It's for PV.
See me. Let me change this thing. Thanks. Okay. So are we good now? Okay. Figure.
195.84.
195.84.
195.82. Next.
263.16.
263.1 point what?
16.
16. Next.
2193.
2193. Like this. 2193.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. Now let's quickly add this together. What do I have?
For the PV and weighing,
Okay. I'm coming. I'm coming. Just
2761.44.
okay. I'm coming. Just hold on. 2000.
761.44.
Okay. 2761.44. Okay. What of this PV?
1026.08.
1026.08. Okay. All right. So duration of a bond. Duration. I'll just multiply. Give me the figure. Okay, this is the figure 2761.44 divided by 1026.08. So what do we have here? Quickly, what is the duration?
2.7.
2.7. 2 years and 7 months, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 What next? From the question, what next do we have? I think we are done with the duration of a bond. And the question says that what does this measures? What does duration of a bond measures? Class, who can explain it to sharp? What does duration of a bond measures, class? It measures what? Duration
The
of a bond.
life of a bond.
Thank you. Is the average life of a what? Is the average life of a bond. That is the duration of a bond, right? So what it means is that um you should take a, don't forget. Now let me ask this question now. That is why I say it is not a textbook definition. No. Just understand it, right? Now, what I said, duration of a bond is to pay back period, right? Which means that when you want to invest, right, in bond, you should look at the short, you look at the shorter period so that you can quickly what? Recoup back or what? Your investments. You can see, right? Because payback period measures the shorter period. Is that not so? That is the decision. Now, the decision here as well is that you look for the shorter period, shorter duration, so that you can be able to recoup back or invest what? Investments. Class, are we still together? Are we still together?
Yeah.
I know you are tired. Okay. So I think we are done with this question, right? Are we done? Okay, let me quickly check. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. Now, lastly, no calculation is required. I just need someone to explain. Oh, if you expect interest rates to increase in the market, if the interest rate increase in the market, which of the bonds A or B would you like to buy and why? if you expect interest rates to increase, maybe you expect that the interest rate will increase in the future. So which of these bonds will you like to buy? Is it bond A or bond B? If the interest rates increase in the market, which of these bonds will you like to go for? Class, which of these bonds will you like to go for?
Yes, sir. Can you scroll down? Can you scroll
Okay, let me scroll down. So where?
to the YTM?
Okay, YTD. YTM. You need to, okay. YTM, sorry. This is the first one. Then this is the second one. Class, let me just give you what the question is saying. Now, you can put down. I don't have anything, any notes. Just understand. You can write even a page if you understand something. I just believe in understanding. So once you understand, you can write 2 pages and move on. What the question is saying is that what will be the implication if the interest rate increases? Don't forget, recently, let me just use the macro economy, right? Recently, we see in the market that treasury bill declined. Now the question is, when the treasury bill declined, what is the implication to equity? Treasury bill is a debt instrument, so equity market will increase because when the treasury bill interest rate, if the interest rate is 9% and it now dropped to 6%, right? To 6%, right? Now, immediately it dropped to 6%, investors will not be looking at it that, oh, treasury bill from 9% to 6%. They go run. They will be looking at short-term investments under the treasury bill because the interest rate has dropped. Now, what will happen in the equity market? Equity market will increase because investors will look for alternative investments going by what? To equity, right? And that is what is happening now in the economy. You can see the treasury bill decreases. What is the implication? The implication is that investors will be looking at it that, my return is actually decreasing. So they can decide to liquidate the debt instrument and move ahead to what? To equity instrument. Now, what is the implication of this now? What it means is that there is a market price already, existing market price that we calculate. Now, when the interest rate now increases, what will happen to the market? Now, the market value will reduce. Class, when the interest rate, right? When the interest rate increases, the market value will do what? We drop because they will like to say, oh, we want to discourage investors, right? So as a debt holder, you will be looking at either you look for A or B. So you will be looking at it in the perspective of, oh, which one of these bonds that have a shorter period? Is it bond A or bond B? You choose the one that have a shorter period. Why? It's because you may be looking at it that, oh, out of the first one is 1.9, 1 year, 98 days. Is that not so? The second one is 2 years, 7 months. You'll be looking at it that 2 years, 7 months. What if, what if, what if, right? Because because the bond is based on what is happening in the market. What if the market value of this bond dropped and I have pushed for 10 years? Class, that is loss on what? Investment. Is that not so? So now, in practice now, you will like to choose bond A because it has the shorter duration period which you can use to recoup back your investment as against minimizing the risk of what? Investment. Class, are we still together? This is not a textbook. Oh. It is not a textbook definition. It is based on understanding. I just believe in it, right? So I'm looking at it in a macroeconomic way. That is what we do in the market. You have a bond, right, of eight years. You have a bond of 5 years. You look at it. What is the return on investment? What if the market value of the bond dropped? Debt instruments, you will always want to minimize risk. You are not an equity holder that always want to take risk. Is that not so? Then you look at it, the duration will determine, I need to pick the shorter period. So once I pick the shorter period, the worst case scenario, I want to minimize investment risk. The worst case scenario, I can be able to get what I have. The market value may not drop up to that extent. So you choose the one that has the shorter duration period. Why? In order to minimize the investment risk. Distinguished ladies, distinguished professional colleagues, I think I've been able to provide solution to that D part of the question. Any question before we go, please?